So there we go. Can we get a mic check?
Mic check.
All right, Donovan, go ahead and
Mic check.
turn your mic down on your OBS scene. And it should be okay after that. Because now your mic is going to come through here. Hopefully the game audio comes through. Are you guys getting the game audio? At least? Yeah, I hear the game audio coming through. All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Jeremy.
Sorry about that.
Hey.
Oh, no, it's okay. We live in the age of Zoom. I've been through this technical opening part.
Cool. Well, I got it fixed. Got the game audio coming through. There might, folks, the audio and the video might be a little out of sync. I apologize, but like this was the best I could do. Jeremy, you're the community manager. You manage the community
Yes.
of V-Rising, right?
Yeah, right down the title.
Excellent. Thank you for being here today, and let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? Let's see. Are you going to be playing?
Yeah. So I was chatting with Jeremy before we went live. I'm gonna have to play through an intro sequence here. I told him I was trying to jump in the other day because I saw it was game was popping off and I was having some issues there. But I'm gonna play through an intro and then we're gonna get into a game together. Jeremy, would we be in just jumping into good old PvE here?
Yeah, sure. That sounds fine.
Cool. So,
right.
Yeah, for folks new to V-Rising, give us a little overview of V-Rising while Donovan gets going here.
Sure. So V-Rising is settle in for this one. It's a dark fantasy vampire survival game. It is an action RPG with skill shots and WASD movement. It features a fairly prevalent PvP, PvE aspect where you sort of play through this open world. You progress. A lot of the progression, both the crafting and the building, is also tied in with your PvE progression. So you're like killing bosses to learn recipes, to learn like the ability to build things and explore the world, to sort of progress your character and learn how to do new things. Because it's very like vampire based. It's all about like blood memory and the idea of drinking blood to learn how to do new things. So you're in this large open world with a day and night cycle. It's got like an actual sun that moves across the sky and actual objects in the world that you can destroy much of, that cast real shadows that you have to be in during the day to avoid, exploding and catching on fire. So it's a lot, but it's all together. I think the concept works pretty beautifully. We've gotten a great reception, so it's been quite nice.
Yeah, I feel the same way about the sun. I'm not even a vampire, but I just try to avoid it so it doesn't make me catch on fire.
We can relate. We do have a couple comments in here from our live chat. Mr. Sleepy, member of our community, is asking controller support. Does V-Rising have controller support?
We don't have controller support. It is something, so this is very much an early access game, and we are really focused on just making sure that our keyboard and mouse controls are working well before we're diving into anything like controller support. We don't, as far as I know, have any plans to get into it right now or like any console ports that I know of. But so none yet. There are some people in the community that have kind of like figured some stuff out, that have like set up some interesting key bindings. So if you want to look into mods, there's that option. And we aren't anti-mod as long as it doesn't give you any sort of PvP advantage, and as long as you keep it off official servers. But so none from us yet.
Gotcha. No worries. And I'm ready to jump in here, Jeremy. Do I need to find a specific server to play on?
Yeah, we could both just like find a server together, because online play, PvE.
Yeah, I'm looking. Trying to see if I can find anything. Nothing's coming up for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the first thing that popped up, you don't see anything?
Here, if you want to look at stream here, I'm looking at online play, PvE, find servers, display all servers and settings. None are coming up for me here.
Oh, it's interesting that it doesn't have a private game option or host.
Oh yeah, it's like colored out for me.
Are you playing offline or?
No, regular Steam client here. Could be something on my side. I'm playing the V-Rising beta.
Oh, you're in the V-Rising beta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered it.
Our game is released into early access. Yeah, that's an old client.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to
Do
switch
you?
over here then.
Yeah. Do you have it? If not, I can probably get you a key real quick.
Yeah, I've got it. Just a moment. Okay, but to talk more about the game, our guy Mr. Sleepy also said that the art style looked really cool. Could you
Oh,
talk
thanks.
about that? Any like potential maybe inspirations or
Yeah.
anywhere you guys kind of drew from?
So the art style was largely it was actually like sort of progression. We actually initially had like a little bit more stylized, but over the course of development, it took on a slightly more realistic top-down tone. We really lean into the sort of like gothic feel. We want everything to feel very dark and sort of foreboding, but also vibrant and like beautiful at the same time. One thing that I think is really interesting that our lead art director Buxter talked
Mm-hmm.
about was the difference between daytime and nighttime in our game is sort of it sort of has to communicate something opposite than in other games, because for vampires the night is more welcoming than the daytime. So the daytime has more of like a severe color palette, or more like a little bit more washed out, a little bit more dangerous. Whereas the nighttime has this sort of like blue and green like ambience. It feels more welcoming and feels like the colors are actually more rich at night than they are during the day.
I like how that kind of turns the formula on its head, right? Because most games that have a day and night cycle, when it's nighttime, that's when it's bad. You usually want to be sheltered and away
Yeah,
from
exactly.
the elements. But yeah, playing as vampires, it's a bit the other way around.
Hmm. Yeah, and the art style should serve like the gameplay, right? Like the art
Yeah.
should make you feel like you should in game.
At what
Mm.
point did you guys decide it was going to be vampires? Was that like something early on, or was that like further down in development pipeline?
It was really early on. So basically, we had our studio was coming off our last game, Battle Right, and everybody kind of wanted to do something different, something that wasn't strictly just like a queue-based PvP game, and something like bigger and challenge the studio and challenge their design concepts. So they sort of landed that they want to do something survivally, with the battle right combat, and they were kind of like finding their way, trying to like feel something out. And then someone just had this this like vision of a vampire, a dude like busting out of this coffin, like all withered and gross, and just
Mm.
like crawling out of this coffin and picking up a rat and just eating it, like just digging into it. And for some reason, that like image was what really inspired them to really like get started on this idea, and everything kind of spiraled out from there.
Yeah, wow. So that was it. Like that one image, like
Just
something
tearing into a
connected.
rat, and you
Just
will find rats prevalently uh, stationed in our game, featured.
I
that's
like how small ideas kind of like blossom into the full picture. I know obviously we just talked about the game being in beta and then hitting early access. What kind of like feedback have you gotten from fans, and how is it like shaped in game? If you could pick out even maybe some examples of things in V Rising
Um,
that were kind of direct result of fan feedback.
yeah, the beta feedback was incredibly useful. Towards the end, we did a lot of, I think, super important last minute changes before release that I think were extremely helpful for the game, and I am really really appreciative to like our beta testers who our last beta was maybe like we had like two back-to-back betas right up until release, where we were just hardcore working on the game and just getting everything ready and bug testing, and we found a lot of really important bugs and a lot of really important like features like bat form was significantly more it wasn't as good for the game. We found out some things about it, that it offered a certain level of
Hmm.
freedom that was cool, but also invalidated other parts of the game, made like raiding frustrating, made PvP frustrating, made it harder to find people in the world. So now we've sort of put a lot of limitations on the bat form, that makes it so you can't just at the end of the game bat form around and never experience another player, because that's totally antithetical to the point of being in like a server with people having to go across the ground to like interact in like world open PvP or even PvE. Just seeing other people is nice. So bat form was a huge thing that changed because of player feedback.
Got it. And I know the game. Sorry, Blaine, if you had a question, not
No,
a.
you go right
Was
ahead.
I good to? I know the game has a PvP aspect and a PvE. Could you talk about like I guess a bit of a balancing act and making sure both of those feel, I guess, satisfying, right? Because the way players play against each other is probably astronomically different from the way that they play against NPC opponents. Do you think that's been like a kind of challenge or?
I wouldn't say I don't feel like our PvE and our PvP really play against each other. So the balancing for the PvE and balancing for the PvP, I think it has not really been an issue for us, and it's really easy for us to improve on the PvP aspects of the game without taking away from the PvE aspects of the game. Sort of every part of the game serves other parts of it. Like the PvP kind of serves the PvE, the PvE serves the PvP. The building serves the PvE and the PvP. You know, and the crafting serves all three. Like all of these things are very closely interconnected. So sort of improving on one sort of improves on all of them. They're not like fighting. They're very much all very interwoven in a harmonious way. So when we do a little bit of balance around the like the like we're planning to do a PvP balance patch really soon, and I can't really see that hurting the PvE. Like you'll still play the PvE in a pretty similar way. Maybe you'll choose different spells, but it'll still feel the same. So that doesn't really hurt. They don't really hurt each other.
Nice, thank you for that. All right, Jeremy, I'm in game here. I've got a full list of servers. Is there a specific one that I should jump into? You think, or should I go private instead?
You know what? If you go private, I can probably just join on you. I think we might have to add each other on Steam for that to work. So if you got a Steam code, I can add you.
Yeah, I can hit you with that real quick, and then we'll jump in, and then we can see just how bad I might be at this at Via Rising here.
I'm gonna tell you out of the gate. Have you played like any games like Battle Right or anything like that? Any WSD skill shot move games where you have to?
Just very little. Maybe some in my coverage here for Shacknews, but it's definitely not my my proficiency.
I will tell you that most people in their first like couple hours are hilariously clumsy, and not just don't beat yourself up about it. It happens to everybody.
I'll be here to mock you, Donovan. Don't worry.
Thank you. I'm sure Blake will let me hear it. And then I keep wanting to call you Bear Me. I'm thinking of The Good Place, Jeremy Bear Me. I hit you with my my Steam account there. If you want to drop me a request, then we are gonna see. So it sounds like I'll probably be better off playing against the NPC enemies, because I've seen a lot of content from this game, and I see how good people get online. So.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm also hysterically clumsy, even though I have played a lot.
Oh, are you? That's always funny to me when we meet developers or play with them, especially once they make online games and they're like, oh yeah, the community is like doing stuff that we didn't even we weren't even thinking of. They're going crazy. All right, add as friends. So I'm gonna get a game started up here. Do standard PvE rule set. Makes sense. Land size, land no. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start this up. You're initializing and authenticating.
I think you're gonna do great, Donovan. Don't worry. You got Jeremy.
Yeah, you're gonna be amazing.
You got Jeremy. I'm sure Jeremy can help you out.
I was gonna say I've got a better tour guide than most players.
When you all went into early access, you immediately saw a huge influx of players. You guys had some like very good success, like, almost immediately. Like, did you expect the game to be as popular as it became so quickly?
I mean, I don't think anybody would ever expect the how well it went for us to go for that. I mean, I definitely didn't. This is my first game release. As community manager, experiencing this huge influx of players has been super interesting. But yeah, I don't think anybody did, and we're super grateful. And it's just really nice to, because when you put something out there, you never really know how people are going to react to it. I mean, you work in journalism, so I'm sure you're familiar with the fact that you put something out, you have no idea what people are going to say. I mean, you have some idea, but the fact that we put out something that we loved and that we put so much love into and care into, and that people responded so fondly, that like they sort of see in it what we see in it, that's like a really, really like kind of beautiful moment, like to connect with so many people in that way. So we didn't expect it, but we're really pleasantly surprised.
That's really dope to hear, man. Axeman in our chat says my character looks like a drow. He also said that I should have stuck with the white hair. You know, you might be right, Axeman. I always lean towards purple hair. These games, I don't know why. But
you'll have other opportunities to like tweak your player, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah. Hilariously with a mirror. One of my friends asked me, like, whose idea was it to make a mirror that you could change your appearance with? And I will say our vampires have our own rules. So
see, there you go. Yeah.
I think you might have to invite me, because I think you have like your game played hidden or something. So
you know what? I might. Yes. That is probably true here, but I can invite you. I've got you right on here. Play to game.
Nice.
No. Yeah. So, obviously Donovan's very early on in the game, but like what's some of the like later end game stuff that you have for folks?
Well, what's some of the end game stuff?
Yeah, like let's like right now Donovan's like probably got a pretty limited like skill set, I'd imagine.
So yeah. A cool thing
basic
about the game, as it goes on, like you're gonna craft better weapons, that unlocks more weapon skills. You're gonna have more items, consumables. You're gonna have a rad cape. You're gonna probably have gotten a cool hat at some point. You're gonna look real good. But a really integral part is, like I said before, kind of the building aspect of the game is like really big into the crafting and the PvP and the PvE. So like we view a really important part of this of your vampire journey as like making your really big, awesome castle. We think that's super important. Like it's because it's like a huge part of the fantasy, right? You have the huge castle up on the hill, looking scary, thunder in the background, and we want to kind of, because of that, the castle is sort of a big part of your progression. So as you get more powerful and you progress more, your castle sort of naturally starts to look better too. Like the things you get sort of naturally incline you to make different rooms with different floor types, and you get decorations and how you're not going to use them. Like you start decorating a little bit, everybody falls for it eventually.
Get a really nice chandelier in there, maybe.
Yeah, there's some good chandeliers, my dude.
Man, every vampire castle needs like a really badass
solid chandelier. Yeah,
I
really couldn't agree more.
It's that aesthetic.
What about, are you able to hide whole turkeys in the walls of your castle? Because that's also a very vampire thing.
Did you say whole turkeys?
Whole turkeys, like a whole cooked turkey in the walls. Castlevania.
You know what? I feel like I'm super. I feel like I am. Oh God, I get it now. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think I'm super bad on my vampire lore all of a sudden. No, unfortunately, you can't hide whole turkeys in your wall. But I'll like.
Yeah, right. This is still an early.
But it's really. Yeah, I was about to say, it's really important to recognize that we're an early access game, and not everything that should be in the game is necessarily in the game yet. So I'll make sure that we feedback that we have whole turkeys in.
That better be at the next hands-on meeting. That's all I'm saying. Like,
absolutely.
Wall turkeys or chickens, yeah.
Yeah.
Soul roast. Yeah, go ahead, Dom.
No, I was gonna say it's an early access, but it's awesome how incredibly polished it is just playing here. It's already quite fleshed out. I've already collected a rat that I need to eat. Oh no!
I told you, man, rats are big in this game. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of that, and it's super nice to hear. But also at the same
Yeah.
time, there's just so much more we want to do with the game, and also just like there are some like we want to really flesh out the end game. We want to add more of a lot of the cool things we have. Like there's one item that is like a special item you can only craft if you get a recipe dropped from a boss. But there aren't like a lot of things
Okay.
like that in the game. We want to add more of that. We want to add more bosses, more areas, more just to explore more interesting things, flesh out the areas more, make them more interesting. We have a lot of ideas, and we're also getting a ton of feedback from players, which is super nice.
Mr. Sleepy is wondering what your favorite vampire movie is.
My
Ooh, that's a good
personal
question.
favorite vampire movie.
Yeah.
That's actually tough. I really like From Dusk Till Dawn, like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I enjoyed that movie. I remember seeing that in
I like them a little
theaters.
corny.
I was like
I
13
think,
when I saw that in theaters.
yeah, me too. I think more things should be unapologetically corny.
Yeah,
I agree.
especially like horror movies need. I feel like horror movies that like revel
Mhm.
in the like corniness tend to do better for me. Like appeal to me more rather than like ones that play it straight.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the vibe for me. There's a lot of things where it's like I just don't like straight horror. I don't like feeling bad when I'm doing stuff. So I like the camp better.
I'm
Yeah.
curious, Blake. Do you have a favorite vampire movie? Because I've got one that I'm
Oh,
thinking of.
Nosferatu still horribly
Are you throwing it way
scary.
back? Okay.
Yeah, I
Really?
loved
It is.
Interview with the Vampire. I thought that was awesome when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Bram Stoker's Dracula was really well done, even though it had Keanu Reeves in there being like, "Whoa, vampires are most heinous." But yeah, no, there's a lot of good vampire movies. I tend to like vampire movies more than I like zombie films and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a few.
Might agree with you on that.
Yeah. What about you, Donovan? As long as we're asking.
I think Fright Night was a big one for me. I
Oh,
love
wow.
that. My mom showed me that as
Wow.
a kid. Yeah, Fright Night's a really good one. I just love the whole like Disturbia vibe of it, where it's like guy next door, something's up with him. It's
Man,
pretty
that
good.
and yet you still haven't seen Ghostbusters, Donovan. Like
Oh
this,
man, I'm getting exposed on our own live
you were
stream.
talking about like sleepaway
Talk about
camp.
V Rising here,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
hard shift it.
My favorite vampire movie, Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
no, it's not a vampire movie. I'm just saying, like Donovan will just bust out all of these obscure horror movies. They're not obscure, but definitely before its time. And yet we can't get him to watch Ghostbusters, so it's like a running gag with us.
Yeah.
Axeman likes Blade 1 and 2. 3, not so much.
Oh,
But,
Blade, of course. Oh, yeah.
I
I
love
didn't think of
Blade.
Blade.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We
awesome.
actually have some soon. I don't know if this is dropping this on stream, some secrets, but yeah, we've
Okay.
actually we're going to be releasing some more hairstyles that will some more like Afrocentric ones, so you can now live
Oh,
your Blade
nice.
fantasies.
Oh,
Oh, that's dope.
you can
That is
get
dope.
some Daywalker style going.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. Always trying to skate uphill.
Dude, hell yeah. I'm glad that nobody mentioned
Yeah.
Twilight. I think that bodes well
Hey,
for
man,
the
I'm
game.
sure I'm sure we've got some Twilight fans out there.
Have people asked for more sparkly vampires at all?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course I have. And I will say that well I'm not super familiar with Twilight. I have seen the first one, and that baseball scene is actually pretty dope.
I have not seen any
Oh,
Twilight, so I'm guessing Donovan has though.
yeah, I've seen them. I remember I was perfect age for people were going crazy over those. Oh, look, a unsuspecting deer. Can I
Oh wait.
feed?
Which side did you come out on?
Oh, you know what? The one on the left, I came through the Vampire Waygate. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, one on the left by Fairbane Woods, I believe
Alright.
here.
What's your name in game? I'm
My
gonna send you.
character name is
Yeah.
just Donovan, unless
Okay.
you mean my Steam.
Nah. Wait. I need to make a clan.
Okay. I'm just gonna run for my life from this wolf for a little bit.
Sure.
You can take that, Wolf. You're a vampire, Donovan.
Oh, you're right. We're supposed to be like mortal enemies. I should
Right?
just handle this guy.
That wolf wants to date your girlfriend.
Oh god.
You gotta stop him. Man, so cool.
I-
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Oh, nice, Fright. Fright Night's is our clan. All right, I see you. Magnus should a green blip here. You know, I do appreciate. Now, I love games that do this, where your map you have like a dotted trail to see where you are, especially one where it's kind of like a branching system. Because I get lost, it very easily. It does not take much for me to get lost in a game like this.
Yeah.
Here,
It's actually really interesting. Our map and our mini map are actually kind of they're generated, like they aren't hand drawn.
okay.
Our
yeah, nice.
Yeah, graphics artist or one of our programmers actually just made like a whole system to just generate the map for you. It's super cool. I love some of the tech that goes into
Drinking
this.
its blood. Oh, that was dope.
Cool.
Yeah, I imagine, Donovan, you're gonna get a lot more opportunities rolling with your.
There's going to be a lot of blood happening. Just giving you a heads up on that.
Good. I need it. I've got my.
So, dude,
my tinted
Jeremy,
partner
you're
here.
all kitted out, man. What's some of the stuff that you have equipped right now?
We got all things that are made in the tutorial. We got our bone guard chest guard, bone guard leggings, bone guard gloves, bone guard boots, bone
Gonna zoom
ring,
in on you.
bone sword.
Nice.
I did, as a heads up, randomize this character appearance and name. So
Okay.
You got a very Bane look going on there, almost.
yeah. Oh yeah. So I do.
Yes.
It's pretty sick. The green mohawk works oddly enough for a vampire, I think.
You know.
Yeah, I did a few randoms. I made sure I found one that was good.
Nice.
Very pumped.
I had a feeling we'd end up here.
Right, looking at my blood pool, I see I'm at like the first tier, 3 to 15% movement speed.
Mhm.
Okay, and I see you get like increasingly OP as you rank up your blood pool.
Yep.
Which means, come here, dear. Yeah. So I can chase this thing down.
Yep.
Oh, Axeman's wondering if, like, since you like all of your all of your stuff is bone guard, like having it all equipped, does that add any bonuses for having like sets equipped?
I think there is. I'm pretty sure there's a set that does that, but not this one.
Okay.
Donovan just chasing
Giving up the hunt.
Yeah, I kind of gave up.
Oh, you
kinda
figured your
dodged it,
sword out.
got away from me. Yeah, you know, had to re-equip it after I got wrecked earlier. Oh wait,
Like-
I heard something over there.
That deer's your arch nemesis now, Donovan. You're a vampire with
You will-
a kill a deer. That's what.
You should have finished him off. He will come back for you later.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't wait for the deer boss.
So yeah, this early part, you just kind of up in the top left, you got like a little journal that'll be giving you sort of direction as to what to do to get started. And that kind of sticks around for a while. It's a pretty good driving force to give you an option as to what to do, but it doesn't really force it on you.
Yeah, it seems
You
like
just-
more of like a guideline, right? Like if you're trying to figure out what to do, maybe head in this direction or do this.
Yeah. But, you know, there's nothing stopping you from running around and just murdering deer for hours.
Sorry, I had to take out my vengeance on a related deer. I know you said you've got a bone ring. I need to get me one of those fancy schmancy bone rings. And I've already got the stuff for it. Cool. I'm just gonna whip that up now. Then I had more bones than I thought I did. All right.
What does the bone
Over
ring
here.
get you?
I'll tell you, Blake gives me 3 gear plus 5.2 spell power.
Nice. You need that to kill those deer.
Actually true. So like how the gear level works in this game, it's a pretty interesting. So it's one of when you said balancing PvE and PvP, this is actually one of the ways that we do it.
Okay.
So a lot of players really don't want gear to affect their PvP very much. So this gear level is actually as your gear level goes up, different creatures have different levels, and your gear level in relation to that creature affects how hard you hurt it and how hard it hurts you. So if I face like a wolf and it's 10, we're hitting each other 1 for 1. But for every level I'm above it, it hurts me less and I hurt it more. Which allows us to do all sorts of interesting things with the PvP and how we mix in enemies and amounts of enemies and stuff like that. But one thing is in PvP, that number does not affect any. So what's affecting you in PvP is just the raw stats of your gear and not the difference in your gear level. So it sort of lets us balance the gear for PvP and PvE completely separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a smart approach, and I know that's always a concern for players, right? Whenever there's a game that does PvE and PvP, they're like, all right, well, anybody coming in online with their super ranked up crazy gear that they've farmed. Uh-oh, we've got somebody, a poacher, level 16. That is a lot of levels higher than me.
You can do it. You can take him, Donovan. It's all about believing.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, go get him, dude.
You're a vampire.
I'm
Come on.
Now's your time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
I believe in you.
Oh wait, this guy's a chump.
Yeah, he's a human.
I'm doing. That's true. But I thought I would.
I'm just
His first kill.
curious. Can you turn humans into like servants? For
Yeah, you can,
familiars? Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's something you sort of unlock later on, but there's you sort of unlock a charm ability, so you can go out and find servants and lower their health a little bit, and then you can charm and bring them back to your castle and put them in like a servant coffin, and it'll convert them into a servant that you can then send out on missions to like collect materials for you. If you're not the type of person that really likes collecting materials, you can mostly like voice it off in your servants.
That's awesome, because that is me. I would rather, hypnotize a bunch of people and make them do my bidding.
Yeah,
Sure.
and they kind of, if they're not out on missions, they kind of hang around and defend your castles. So like, if people try to jump in PvP, it's actually sort of nice to have a good collection of like servants that work together well in a fight, so that it's at least good enough to hold them off or support you while you're fighting them in their new castle.
Nice. We've got a couple people in chat wondering. I know you're still in early access, so you have you have a long road ahead of you still. But has there been any talk about going to consoles?
It's definitely been asked for a lot. A lot of people are very interested in this going to console, and of course it would be nice to, but we haven't talked about it too much. We're kind of focused on where we're at right now.
Yeah. Oh
Now,
god, the sun is. It's burning.
Now, if you stay in the shade, is it gonna protect? Yeah, stay. What's protecting
Oh, here,
you?
let me.
So do you
get off
kind
of
of
here.
have to like
Oh, we've got
take your time.
3 thieves coming up here.
Donovan, get out of
Oh,
the
God.
sun! You're gonna die.
Holy,
Donovan,
holy moly,
you're a
those guys are
vampire.
strong. I'm coming back. I'm gonna feed on this dude. No! Finish feeding!
Let me see what I can do.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh no. Yeah, this guy's teleporting. Oh god. Oh, I can feed on him too. Oh great. If I'm feeding on him, he can't fight us. It's good enough for me.
Yeah, there's definitely a sort of moment you notice where people get experience in this game and they realize that the feed is actually like a super powerful finisher.
Yeah.
You get them low enough and you just hit the F button, then you click again real fast and they die. And it really gives you that vampire feeling when you're like in the middle of a fight and you're just jumping on people, ripping their throats out, jump to another dude.
Nice. I'm glad we got out of that alive because I was not thinking I was going to survive that encounter.
Yeah, you made it.
I
wanted to ask you, I see I've got the exposed vein act here.
Mm-hmm.
What do I get from exposing my vein? Can I be bitten by another character?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
I can
God.
feed on you and take your blood type.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Okay. So if we were like in a pinch and you were in desperate need of help, I could be like, here, take my blood.
Take my vampire blood.
Take my blood.
Share and share alike. You're in it together.
And also, like, if you've got like a really good blood quality and maybe your partner doesn't, you can, and you're going into like a fight, like with like a V blood or like a boss, you can you just do that. You just run in and show off your or share your blood type so that you both are fighting the boss at maximum blood goodness.
All right, dope. I like that. It kind of opens things up strategically a bit more. All right, let's see. I see there's like a yellow zone up north here. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Now I'm fighting a man trap.
Man trap.
Man traps are a bad time.
Little shop of horrors really quickly. Oh no.
I'm selling some ghost crystals now.
Just gonna dance. Yeah, true. But I do know little shop.
You have
Alright, here we go.
You got a musical number in your pocket to sing while fighting this thing, Donovan?
I don't know if anybody wants to hear that. Oh, I think the sun finished me off. I got downed.
Oh, unfortunate.
But on the
Okay, I
bright
got
side,
you, buddy.
I appreciate it. On the bright side, the man trap is down.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Zoom in on this animation here.
All I
Sweet.
had to do was.
And you're?
You were so close to the shade.
Yeah,
right.
so close.
Yet so far.
Yeah.
Alright, see if I can get off a blood mend really quick here. Get some.
Might be running pretty low soon.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, just like knock the tree over.
Yeah.
To the path. That's
I
pretty good.
really do want at some point for us to add the functionality of knocking over trees hurts people.
Oh
But
yeah, that'd be pretty
not
funny.
yet.
Alright, so it looks like we've got some company heading down here. Guy doesn't know what's coming to him.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's
Huh.
it's a skeleton.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Get him.
Try to fight from the shadows here because the sun is mean.
Sun is mean. What did it do to you? Well, I mean, I guess it tried to burn you alive.
It did kill him pretty
Yeah, I was
recently.
gonna say, other than killing me, not much really.
That's
Let's see, we can venture forth here. See what else we can get into. So follow the path.
See what's out there. What is
I'm
this?
reading it. Oh yeah, it's like an encampment, something like that.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
I'm sure these guys are all very nice and willing to help us out.
Seem like chill dudes.
Bandit Camp. All right, let's do
they're
this.
just nice guys like that, you know. They're just really nice guys.
Holy moly!
Yeah, that's just
I
who
want to
they
back
are.
up.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh god.
All right, these aren't sure.
Oh no.
Average bandits, no. Oh, I can feed. Okay, I got at least one of them. Thank God for feed. Nice, nice.
Check,
Oh.
check. Is that
Oh,
any
that was a
better?
pretty good one.
Oof.
I think you sound amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's the people
That
at
was
home.
sound pretty great.
The OBS.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
checking.
gosh.
Let's see.
I've got to raise my DB for them.
Oh, they said you were a little bit lower.
Yeah, they said I was
All right.
low. Low down dirty. A bit better. Okay, I'm going to raise my decibels even more. for
Oh,
the
the moon
folks
is
at home.
rising. Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
it is
John-
really feeling of relief when that nighttime hits.
Hmm.
I felt like you're a vampire that forgot just how brutal the sun is. You just kept like,
It's like, oh,
Oh,
yeah, I
I-
can take it.
I need like a vampire with ADD or something. Let me know if. Oh man, that 10 dB is too much. But it's like a vampire that just has ADD, and they're like, "Oh man, I need to go to the post office." And they're like, "Oh, it burns." Oh wait, need to get the loaf of bread. Oh no, the sun is killing me still.
Beautiful.
Man. I'm gonna.
Little inventory check
Does
here.
it sound okay right now, folks? Am I distorting or anything?
Hey, let us
just
know.
making-
T just said, "What if it's a bad moon?"
What if it's
Well,
a
then
bad
we're
moon?
really in hot water. But
That's
this moon
good for
seems pretty
vampires.
nice.
Bad moon is good for vampires. Okay.
Yeah. Everything's
Also true.
reversed. Alright, I just want to get a little bit in the
Oh, that's right.
tutorial so I can
Now I'm a
show
bit
off what
loud.
we're
Oh my god.
building.
Too quiet. You're too loud.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, get some horse. I actually have a good amount of materials in here. I've got stone, wood, bones, roses, fibers.
All
I think I
right.
can craft some more stuff.
There we go.
Trying to get on your level with the bone guard stuff. I've got the chest guard. Okay, I need to get more bones so I can do the leggings and
Bones, bones, bones.
I think I probably have some bones.
leggings and.
Yeah,
boots
yeah, I
and
got a
stuff.
bunch of bones. Where you at?
Man.
Oh,
So
I'm right here on the road. Oh, could you drop them for me? That'd be
Yeah.
dope. Sweet. I like that you can move while you craft. I don't have to like stop and stand still for 10 seconds. I can just.
yeah.
Yeah,
super
you don't
big,
even
yeah.
have to really stay at your. So in like part of the concept is that your castle is kind of alive. You like feed it blood and it like does stuff for you. So like
Love
when
that.
you have your crafting station
Yeah.
set up, it's really just you kind of put your materials in, and based on the combination of materials you put in there, it crafts the thing that it can make out of that stuff. So if you need like wooden planks, you just have the lumber mill set up, and then you put the wood in and walk away, go do other stuff. You'll come back, there will be planks there waiting for you.
Nice. I think it's a convenient way to do it. I'm gonna take care of these guys right here. Alright. Getting the hang of it. That was like the first combat encounter where I wasn't deathly afraid that I was gonna get destroyed, so you see it now. I see I'm trying to ignore the big red skull and crossbones that we're approaching. Looks like on my mini map to the southeast here. Is that a boss or something over there? Or?
The boss skull and crossbones.
It's like it's on my mini. It's like a red, almost looks like a red tombstone. Maybe that's where I died it earlier.
Yeah, I think that might be where you died.
Okay.
I was like, I don't see that on my map.
In the back of my head, I'm like, I hope that's not like a boss, because we need to head the other direction right now.
That's just a mark of your failure, and I think you're ready for a boss, Donovan. I really do. It's nighttime.
We're gonna find
you're
out.
At your strongest. If you're gonna fight a boss, now's the time.
This is the castle heart. Drop some blood in that, and you can see it.
Oh, I see. Castle powered and fortified. Okay, I dropped like 60 in there, and now it says 10 hours. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
as long as you have that blood in there, it sort of like protects your walls. It like protects your castle. So it makes it really hard for people to damage it, and that's sort of like your protector in PvP. The idea of the system is sort of like a decay system. So if like you're on a server for a while and you've stopped playing, your castle will eventually run out of blood and then start to decay, and other people who need that space to build, or like new players who join the server, should be able to come and knock your castle down and put their own in that place. So kind of in a game where obviously space is going to be a concern, as new people join the server and other people kind of like filter out, it sort of exists to try and mitigate that a little bit and give people the opportunity to play on the server and like get fresh blood in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's dope. I was gonna ask about that. So yeah, you're kind of forced to upkeep it, right? Like you've got to throw those the blood essence in there. Sorry, I'm just watching this bear that's approaching. You know what? I think I can take this guy.
Seems cool to me. Seems like a chill dude.
You should befriend the bear. Make the bear your friend.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that shit might have sailed. I kind of skipped the negotiations.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Oh god.
Slouchy there.
That bear.
Now he's my bear.
He has a right to his arms, Donovan. You can't take him away from him. I don't know. That bear might be going down. Aw.
I know there's a moose.
Oh, that makes me sad. Killed the bear instead of bear.
Oh, there's a moose.
Deadly. Moose are deadly, man. Moose are scary.
Yeah, they are.
They're massive.
These ones mostly run, but if they turn around on you, they can hit pretty hard.
Yeah. I feel like a vampire could take a moose in a fight.
Oh! Moose vs. plant.
Oh, the man trap's fighting the moose. Oh no.
So we've talked about some of the the vampire lore and influences on this game, but I'm curious what games in particular had an influence on V Rising.
Games in particular. It's kind of interesting because while I know some of our devs have played games like Don't Starve and some other survival titles, we aren't a studio that has a huge amount of survival experience. We have hundreds of hours, not thousands of hours. So a lot of our game design is kind of just based on what we felt was fun. What we thought was, we try things out, and if it's fun, it stays in. If it's not fun, it gets taken out. A lot of killing your darlings. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to reference specific games, especially because I've only been with the company for a year. I'm not as familiar with what really influenced them the first 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
And that's how it should be, right? You're just trying to make something enjoyable in the end, and maybe it has hints of other stuff from the genre, but if you're making
you always be inspired by other things. But yeah, it's just important to make something that feels good.
Oh yeah, I feel
That's what we focus on.
Definitely feel that.
Right. Out of blood, but I am fully healed.
You got messed up by that moose, Donovan.
Man, you know, I was trying to save the moose. The man-trap was attacking him. I jumped in to help the guy, and then he tried to charge me off the cliff. So, you know,
Well,
lesson learned.
Yeah.
Yep. Kind of bittersweet.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Got a chest here I can drop some stuff in. You know, my inventory is still looking good. I think I'll just carry things with me for now. Might need them.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're just slowly building your base as you feed it your blood.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, essentially, slowly saw like the walls getting constructed, the chest appeared.
You you
Wait
might
a
need
second.
some blood, buddy.
I'm not sure.
You're out of
Okay,
blood.
hold on.
You're
Yeah, I
out
do
of
need some.
blood.
Should I take some out of the?
Time.
No, you need to feed the stuff. This is not drinking blood.
All right.
This is crafting blood.
It's cooking blood. It's like
You're a vampire. You're gonna have to get used to this. There's a lot of different types of
Yep.
blood.
That's true. That's very true. Here, let's
See if we
find
can
some.
find you something.
find some num nums, Donovan.
Sure, there's something up here you can take a bite out of.
Find a rat. And feed off
I was
of
just
that,
gonna
man.
say, any rats hanging around here?
Yeah, you could always bust out a rat. Rat or hearts. Here's some wolves.
Oh, great, my
They look
favorite.
pretty pissed off.
So you see, what happened there was that
Oh, buddy.
my feeding was interrupted since I was so low. I was a one-hit shot. I think I got greedy. I probably should have just waited until there was like one wolf left.
It happens to the best of us. One sec, I'll get some good blood. There's some high quality 13% creature blood for you.
See, that's the good stuff.
Now you mentioned the bat form. Is there like a wolf form, or can you turn into a bear or a moose, possibly?
Yes, no.
Oh, okay.
Right?
There's also a few other forms, some pretty spicy ones. So I'm sure you could find it if you look it up. But I personally am not going to spoil it for you.
Interesting. Got some shape shifting going on here. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, which at first I thought was a little strange, but it turns out that part of the Dracula mythos is that he could turn into like a big black wolf. So
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
so
legit.
precedent for it.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
back on the hunt.
See what do we got to do? We need a sawmill.
I'm also curious. Is there any what we do in the shadows references or anything like that?
I think there's precisely zero what we do in the shadows references in here, but I do love that show.
I want like a townsperson named Guillermo that I can have in my building.
I would love for you to just go into town and that the energy vampire is just there, just being there.
Trading
I
you.
love that character so much.
That show is so brilliant. I really enjoy it.
Oh boy.
Obviously a little more humorous than the tone that you're going for here.
Yeah, I think we go for if we're gonna go humor, we're probably gonna go a little more gallowsy. But yeah.
Donovan, remember what happened last time you fought a bear?
Yeah, I'm trying to exact my revenge on bear kind.
That deer totally lured you into a trap, by the way.
Oh,
You're
100%.
trying to chase it
It
down.
happens to
This
everybody.
is
The bear's like, "Oh,
I'm just
hey, I
gonna-
was just waiting for you over here. I'm just gonna get eaten by a bear."
If I keep a distance, my shadow bolt's actually really powerful. So I think that's gonna be my play here.
Just kite the bear.
Funny.
I think you can do
Yeah,
it. Hey,
let's do a
thank
little ring
you.
around the rosy here.
Thank you for the follow, Sid87, Troy43. We really appreciate it. Friendly reminder, if you're enjoying the content, please give us a follow or a sub here on our Twitch channel. It's greatly appreciated. You can also follow us on social media channels. Like us on Facebook. We're Shacknews there. Follow us on Twitter. We're at Shacknews. You can check out all of our thirst traps, sparkly vampire pics, Shacknews Media on Instagram. And all the content from E6, just about all of it is going up on Shacknews Games, our YouTube channel. Harry Mack is in a few hours. Harry Mack's gonna be around 4 p.m. But guess what? There's a shit ton of content in the meantime. We're about to do our Sauce Talk panel with Chef Mike, the Chef Mike, who you might remember helped bring back Szechuan sauce a few years ago for all you rabid Rick and Morty fans who decided to act like children and scream "I'm Pickle Rick" and McDonald's is. But yeah, Parate, we will. That'll be happening, buddy. Don't worry. You got plenty of stuff to keep you entertained in the meantime, though. And you can always, if you missed something today, you can check it out at shacknews.com. We're shacknews.com. We're a website that's all about video game news. And we talk about GME stonks and Elon Musk's Twitter bullshit and stuff like that, too. We got a lot of fun content. So we hope that you enjoy E6. We've been working really hard to put this together. And we got great people like Jeremy stopping by to chat with us and answer all of our silly questions about vampires and play V-Rising with us. And Jeremy, as we come up on the close of the hour, I want to thank you for being here and hanging out with us. And I was wondering, where can folks go to keep up with everything y'all are doing with V-Rising?
Oh yeah, so we're on all socials. We're PlayVRising. So twitter.com at PlayVRising, on Instagram at PlayVRising. We are actually. Let's see. I might be horribly misquoted. Nope, we're actually V-Rising Game. I'm an idiot. We're V-Rising at V-Rising Game on Twitter and on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and. Yeah, that might be all of them. We also have dev blogs that we post very actively. I think we're coming up with another one very soon. And yeah, also join our Discord, discord.gg/vrising.
Awesome.
And of course, people can check the game out on Steam as well. As you mentioned up top, it's in early access. And if they liked what they've seen here, which it seems like folks did, you can jump in and do this now, and you'll probably be even better at it than I am.
You did great, Donovan.
That'd be difficult.
You fought a few bears.
I think so too.
You chased some deer. You got.
I think you were fantastic.
Yeah, like your outfit would look great not only while out on the hunt, but also if it's goth night at the club, you can show up dressed like that.
Oh yes.
And I think dance to some Cradle of Filth or
all skeleton regalia.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You're ready to go anywhere. And there's a ton of stuff to do already in V-Rising. It sounds like you guys are adding even more goodness as you go. So please make sure you keep up with everything V-Rising, and make sure you keep up with everything Shacknews as well. This is it, y'all. We're about to hop into our Sauce Talk panel with Chef Mike, and then after that we have a few more fun things lined up. We've got a Path of Exile interview. We got a couple other things. We got a premiere trailer from West Hunt. So, yeah. Stick around. Coming up right now, in your face, it's going to be the Sauce Talk panel with Chef Mike. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.